But uh, Bisco Elysium. Oh. Time to go work at the chip factory. Yeah. Gaming. See hawthorn bushes outside. Photos of men in overalls turning guns and union placards.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Huh. I mean...
Nothing. Just black tangle. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in.
So part of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Lena, yeah.
Oh, hello, dear.
Yeah.
There you are again.
You don't notice this about me, but actually, I've lost all my memory of the world and myself, and I have no idea what I'm
Surely
doing.
things can't be that bad.
You sense that she won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Things are bad. They're catastrophic.
You know where we are, right?
We're in the Whirling Rags cafeteria.
That's right. And where is the whirling itself located?
In Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Honestly, I don't really know anything about Revachol.
Oh my. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies her expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Uh, 973?
You're joking. Try again, one more time. What year is it?
Spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
So there's no government. How come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the Revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
How did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear.
Oh my
really
god, I'm not
only
alive,
knew
Chad,
what
if
year
I'm
it
being
is.
honest.
It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality, in a word. It's very odd.
Why are you playing through Discord? Hold on. Oh, I'm on the wrong receiver. Give me a second, chat. Why is there no one else in this stream? Probably because I've been streaming less consistently. It could be a number of reasons. There you go. I'm streaming less consistently. People are getting less interested in Disco Elysium. There's 1,000 different reasons for any given stream for it to be less people. I just don't have a lot of energy, to be frank. I've angered the sacred algorithm.
Sigh.
I haven't made
Lieutenant
enough
Maris's
sacrifices
nose
to Jeffrey
in his
Bezos.
notebook.
That happens a lot.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary. So I
Who
wouldn't
could
worry
who could tell me
someone
more?
more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Alright. Let's go. But yeah, in general, like, I can't predict the amount of people who's going to be in a given stream. It tends to be that my energy is kind of
The
linked.
door is closed.
So I just don't have a lot of energy right now in general. I'm a bit dead. I'm a bit dead, chat.
Who is it?
I apologize if I do not talk a lot during this stream.
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police.
Look at the
Can you
game
come
you
in?
almost ditch. Why the fuck do you think I'm almost ditching this? What the fuck? KL, the next time you fucking mention game ditching, I'm fucking banning you.
Come on out.
You're just dead.
The
I'm
door's
I'm
open.
actually just gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you in the
drying my
streets. I'm gonna
hair.
go over to your country. I'm gonna kill you. How's the dirty clothes, a woman's? Hotel bill calculations. Looks she's had an extended stay. See the yard below. The corpse is no longer there.
This
Investigate.
medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills. Haphazardly, pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP.
I'm not gonna do that just in case electrochemistry comes in and goes, oh, it's drugs! Woo! Drugs! And I hate electrochemistry. All my homies hate electrochemistry. Bed has been hastily made. Smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. Cold coffee is an ashtray. It looks like a hedgehog.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body. Built, long, and lean.
Cool.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
Say 7 deranged superstar
I'm
lines.
Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a
Excuse the
detective
fuck
from
me!
Precinct 57. I
Deranged!
see you've already met my colleague.
Motherfucker.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Oh yeah, feel the power.
I've grown accustomed to the power, miss. What's a cop? Oh, it's a
Like
cop.
riding a cop-a-cycle.
I keep getting fucking notifications, I swear to God.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What is your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amondou.
Where are you from?
Redefort, Republic of Oranje.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
Wanna hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie
What
Street,
the fuck?
a young
It's
man
been
shows
called, no one
Patrol Officer
asked!
Tilbrook his genital warts. Ask him if they're cancer.
Bro! Do you know who else?
His partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there. He's in another apartment with another man who's showing him a dead dog under the radiator. It's dead, Mullins says. No, the man replies. I touched him. He's warm. He's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
Back to you.
Back to me.
Can we take a look at your passport,
I'm
please?
afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
I'm pretty sure I have the legal right to demand your Jesus! Jesus! What the fuck? No! Okay then.
Okie dokie.
That's it for the
The
record.
record. So official.
Nice room you've got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the Welling and Rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the Welling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
You've got quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
She says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
Quite impressive. How did you mass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The anti-star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
What the fuck? You mutated into a corpse, bro?
Okay.
Why was that one so close to the mic? Okay, calm down. They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for rape, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it?
She takes a look around. The spring sun is high in the sky. People pass below.
It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So, were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant.
Hello,
It
sad
wouldn't hurt
shell
to
frog.
Spice things up a bit.
Then why am I
Some
sad
assault
shell?
and
What the
battery.
fuck?
Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Damn it, I checked for fucking messages in my own damn server. It's just a stream announcement. Fucking hell. Yeah. What did happen between you and the
We
victim?
partied.
Wait. Point to your bloated face, the kind I do. Go on, sad shell of man. See how you do without your spark. Electrochemistry. Yeah, I don't listen to electrochemistry. Not a word of the electrochemistry says goes through my brain because all my fucking homies hate electrochemistry. Can I get an amen? Now you know how when Discord notified me 1 hour stream. I mean, it notified me immediately. I just checked my notifications. What do you mean, pardon?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I like
Still
him.
sad shell frog man, as you are yet to acquire your spark. I know, but like, it ain't gonna be drugs.
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings
A
involved?
little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
You didn't have
She
enough courage
appears
to
aloof,
call her out on her
but
drug
that scar
usage.
part, the scary is stressed
mean-
and drawn out. What's that about?
Narcotics are technically legal in Revachol. So I'm not gonna fucking, I'm not gonna just sit here and be a cop, like earlier when I saw the fucking prescription drugs in the closet, I was under the impression I was still under the impression she had been raped, and I wasn't gonna be a scary fucking cop going, fuck you do drugs! Woo!
With longing, she misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
Thanks, interfacing. That's very fucking useful. God! They're as legal as they are in real life. As long as there's no police presence, nothing is illegal. No, as in my brain literally told me under a medium check that no, they're legal here. So I'm not gonna be like, you do drugs! I mean, my brain might be wrong. But, yeah. My brain literally told me they're technically legal here. But you should still be angry at her. And then my other part of my brain said, there's no point in that. I don't want to ask that. That doesn't get any information out. That's just kind of taunting her. Why did they hang him, if not for rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
Because of the other part of your brain said there's didn't say there's no point. It said no, try to be cool. But holy shit, Blue Sky Elysium? No, Sabakui Bisco Elysium, actually. You should all watch Sabakui Bisco, it's a pretty good
And
anime.
his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Huh. I'm not gonna ask her, are you sure? Are you sure? You might have been. You use Blue Sky now? I mean, barely. I made an account on there because I was looking at shit on there and thought, might as well. And just some Word has an account on there, so might as well. Same. What? Same in all capitals. Just like how I never use my Twitter accounts, I never use my Blue Sky account. Yeah, I mean, I'm only gonna use. The only reason I would use it is to look at fucking Gregor Limbus fan art and repost it every time I fucking see one I like. But that's about it. Gonna be it. This is just me being horny on main for Gregor. Oh yes, fan art, right. Yes. Oh, my geese will now be with even more malicious intent. I know. Was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
I'm not picking up on any theatrecraft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer. She's just tired. Don't push her too much.
Damn, what the fuck? My total's 9? I thought it was higher. Ah. I see. Bonus from thoughts -1. How did the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Okay, but Crook, are you sure you're a frog? I mean, given how much I've been fucking haunted by horses, honestly, I'm questioning if I'm a frog at all. No, you don't understand, Chad. They're haunting me really fucking badly. Everywhere I fucking go. Horse.
Yeah.
Evil ass fucking
horse
horse.
is
Oh, the fucking chimera is back. Oh! Ah, yes. Evil ass horses.
Like you partied with the deceased?
Actually, to make the Chimera a bit more entertaining, I'm going to put the frog head above the horns. There we go. Now you can see all of it.
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy.
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
Fucking huh? The Chimera? Yeah, when you when I'm playing Disco Elysium, I have some things off, I have some settings different, so when you horse, there was a warhorse in his stand, MC Hammer. Sorry. CT is complaining about Squirgo. Must have been hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes,
Jackpot.
The call reporting the hanging. That was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Hey! The MCMs for my car. I gotta kill you!
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Cole's voice was
I
disguised.
didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Which landline?
The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline.
Why go through all the
I don't
trouble?
know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
That's a fucking... That's huge. Big W, big W.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
Might as well.
I'm 89% sure.
Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Do I?
Maybe you don't.
Ash lands on a jumpsuit. She brushes
In
it off.
conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Lieutenant, I don't know what to say about this.
I'm sorry, miss, but we need a definite statement.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officers. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
You get the feeling she might be.
Oh, thanks, empathy. Jeez. Thank you for telling all this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Thanks, empathy, as always.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Let's go. Well, he said head downstairs, so I'm not going to just discuss it right in front of her. Oh, so I don't think I closed her door? And that feels rude. Her door's just like wide open. Okay, it closed
Looks
itself.
like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Do you think this will make him cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
So she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something is off here.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Thank you. Minus 2 RP points. The fuck? Revachol points. Fourth what?
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Kashi says she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardy!
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
Wow, thanks for telling that all of that
When she's
in front of us.
She emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
Just fused 4 tier 4 ego gifts and rolled 2 10% in a row. Oh no! Finally, the lawyer does something useful.
Frankly, it's a bit terrifying.
Fuck you too, Libus.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shut...
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
What's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why once you listen to it.
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
You bugged them. How?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Yeah, nothing but... Harbors work for big fucking machines. Like, what? What cop are you, Croak? Oh my god, Where do I fucking look at it again? There we go. Name or no, record known. Superstar Cop 17, Good or Bad Cop 13. Or 17-7. There. Right now is Superstar. Game tried to make me sorry, cop. I won't fucking let it.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Not sure if he has the thought, Superstar, though. No, I don't think I do. Which one of you is doing the advanced radio work, then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Chief picks his beer up and to off a silent toast.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
You don't care.
Big
I won't
fucking
be.
bother.
There's a lot of questions.
I'll get back to the
Don't forget your
investigation.
tape, lawman.
Take the tape.
Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
You stare at the great door gunner megamix. If only you had a... The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape.
Okay, Inland Empire. Thank you. I know where I can get a boombox, but... Ah, shit. Don't have money. Yeah, we have some shit to sell. Not much.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Okay, I'm not gonna sell his pen. And not of the value we want.
Another time, perhaps.
Might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any question.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
I mean, might as well.
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad
Hard
for
pivoted to building
everyone.
communism now. No.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
No, wait.
Hello, hello.
Look at
Let
something
me
that
know
plays
if I can help
tape
with.
for
Yeah,
business.
we still have those.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that
A
gold-
police discount?
A discount?
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental.
$4.
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music, concrete, cop. And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever.
We got it.
The portal reel is just
Play the
a
tape.
push, command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the sound of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your portal reel. The tape stops spinning.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He also sounds inebriated.
Still.
There's more going on here than we know.
I need whoever said that dead. We'll have good news. But I think this was edited because she actually seemed to care for him. She actually seemed to care for him a lot. I don't think that's the whole story, right? Yeah, more going on here. Very
End
in
of recording.
silence. What do you
It
think?
seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the
Can't.
shortwave.
Yeah, he
then
did say it.
edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Indeed, but
There's more going on here than we know.
Yeah. Who's this
one
Cordy?
of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
What's Koi Hoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
What now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
Yeah.
This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Damaged ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Can I read the
Cabbage of
case
papers
files now?
Hanging from the board. Yes, at last. You find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB 41, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700.
Fuck your past. Felicia knows best. I mean, we already have the Ledger of Oblivion.
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
HDB.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB
Harry Dubois.
are your initials. Harry Dubois, HDB. Still feels like there's something missing from that.
Next one, mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure. Rent too high. The mural is enormous. Two silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Do I ever find out who came up with them?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
Keep the
A
mural, it is
staggering
right.
78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
Middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger?
Damn!
What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
I can revisit this.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sat.
That's always good to get done. I think that'll give us XP if we need it.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled.
Okay, here. I hope state the teeth makes you feel better or something.
Gaming time. Time for gaming. Question more people. No, wait! Kim! I know you're able to open a door. I believe in you. Okay, what the fuck? No. I don't want to leave her door open. It's rude. There we go. Good job, Kim. You're able to stay outside. Jeez. This fucking guy. We're back.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Look her in the eye.
She looks back. Time moves slow. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Avert your
The
eyes.
strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Some nice gloves you're wearing? True.
Why not?
I think I could retry that. I'm also not at all against upping volition, my goat. Where is there about to get a
I was
point?
just thinking. What a
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys?
Yeah.
Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore.
I knew something was off.
I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part.
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised.
Electrochemistry, I don't trust you at all.
Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here.
Yeah.
No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants
Who would have thought
take it
electrochemistry?
He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely.
Oh.
She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety. There's
What can I
nothing you
do?
can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again? What use is this
It's
then?
better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Does this mean she's been lying to me?
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just.
Damn it!
In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and physical accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can you trust any of them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with her.
What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised.
Been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Say it out loud. I mean, Chad, I'm tempted. Chat, I'm tempted. Power move. Miss, are you manipulating me?
Broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Uh-huh. Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intentions to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
You like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer.
My
Going
charge
around
potency.
with our
Your
little
charge
scouting
potency
stick.
is over 30. Holy
You,
shit!
Your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess.
Bro has been in the
At
same fight
ease.
for 200 turns.
As much as a man like him could be.
Yeah, how the fuck do you get that? I've been pulling home mine for over 20 turns. Dog! He ain't that hard. Just get rid of defense mechanism and he goes down like a wet fucking noodle. 99 charge potency, here we come.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Remember, we can't trust suggestion. Like, really bad, he's the worst of it. You've had some time. Can you tell us more about the
Like,
victim?
for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army.
You think I read
name,
his
apparently.
passive? I just burned the motherfucker
He said
alive.
his real name
I
was
mean, yeah,
Hith.
no, that's
I tried to
fine.
pry it out of him, but
You
it was
can
no
just
use.
burn him, but also at the same time, and now hear me out. Now hear me out. Defense mechanism is very clearly the defense passive that makes it so he defends. Because it's called defense mechanism. Just deactivate that, and he goes down like a wet fucking noodle.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Honestly, weirdly enough, I trust Inland Empire. Like, as much as I trust Volition the most, but I don't think Inland Empire cares. Inland Empire, I think, only cares about his own little fucking weird fucked up shit, and I appreciate that. How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Hey! 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 Oh! 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 We were right! Sorry. Kim Kitsuragi giving me any sort of praise is... Man.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Oh shit! Oh, so I was fucking what? I was in the reason I wasn't able to stream on Thursday is because we had a play party. Now, as many of you know, I do game design university, and the play party was essentially bringing up our games so that other people could try them out, give proper feedback, get like actual testers. Now, it's not entirely unbiased testing. These people clearly know games, but we actually got a few people who are fairly inexperienced with games to try out our game, and it brought good fucking insight. But the point is, I saw someone with a Kim Kitsuragi jacket, and holy shit, it was so good. It was so goated. It looked fucking awesome. I wanted it so bad. It was fucking great. Yoshi base ego, my beloved. One fragile next turn on head's hit. I did not know this was a competition.
It isn't.
Tim.
Police work is a cooperative sport.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
And yes, Volition is the goat.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke.
This girl...
I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Like knows him very well. He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Suggestion, shut the fuck up. I'm not listening to you. What did it represent, do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Showing off to chicks? How so?
Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Don't interrupt.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths."
Do I need to imagine him in my bed or yours? I'm imagining him in my bed.
Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell me precisely what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands.
All of the islands?
After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
Just please answer the question.
I don't think he enjoyed dying, officer. He had too much left to do. Too many third world conflicts. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up, drama!
No, it doesn't check out.
My God!
You see, she's clearly avoiding something here. That's a strange thing
My
to
God!
suggest. The lady is as fair and just.
You went to the Virgin Islands, now they're just called the islands. What the fuck? Something miraculous is coming. He told me.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going.
Way out in Northwest, he told me.
Cool.
Could be that love did him in.
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me.
That's not funny, officer. In Orania.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Moving on.
Her eyes follow yours on the piece of paper. She doesn't mind this questioning. On the contrary, she enjoys thinking back to him now. This is a sort of wake for her.
Shut up, empathy. I don't listen to any of you now.
Why?
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
It's a feeling I have, indulge
Well,
me.
it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and...
Everything checks. No, that's a strange thing to suggest.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
I notice your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just one room away. Very personal.
Were you on Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Oh my God, you'll live. About this so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Okay, there's nothing
How
else
about
here.
we, yeah? All right. Yeah?
What are you doing here?
I'm wintering.
How long have you...
About 4 months.
Why
Like
here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in Lucille.
Came to see the new world. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. She isn't overtly hiding it either.
What happened? What about the old New World?
It turned out to be a Zarath-infested third world slum.
Called Ilmara. And it didn't. Even after the Mesk colonized it 7 ways from Sunday, it's an industrial powerhouse.
Other questions?
All right.
I don't like that that specific line is so close to the mic.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
Is what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How do I look?
How old? 58?
Oh my god, that's really old, really?
You asked.
Maybe you're wrong. You were wrong about the deceased too. He was way younger.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as death itself, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
There's silence. Then a little more. Here it comes. Mercy.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on.
To the laboratorium.
Date of birth generator. You're fucking ancient and too soon to die. You were decomposing for 3 days at least. Whoa, it's close. It's a fucking long ass research time. Wait, you do have the thought of a superstar? Oh yeah, this? Yeah. The price of self-delusion. Nah. We're goated. We're goated. I forgot about that. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, I had something to talk to you about at some point.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
No response. He's having trouble processing it. A moment passes.
What about me? Good. Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking.
A moment passes.
There's something here. Kim Kitsuragi. Volition, medium.
The clowns are still hanging
I
around.
think you need to ask him
What
for a
is it
secret. Give us a section. Actually, I'm going to take off mode now. I don't have to watch you fucking walk every time. Jesus.
Yes? What about me?
Secret?
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
Something the matter?
This guy's got authority of nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse. If the lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Shit, never mind. No, it's a white check. No, I don't give a shit about that. It's a white check and Kim Kitsuragi. Volition of medium. Does it have to be at the end of the day? Might have to be at the end of the day.
Good. Let's change the subject.
No response. He's having trouble processing.
Have you tried?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Focus on other people's trouble.
A moment passed.
What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his... There's a strong prejudice against... Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our... Good.
Don't know where it could be. Put force trauma to him. 38 turns, bro?
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
I talked to Clutch about the tape. And nothing, she stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Gold? It's locker room talk, not evidence.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms. They don't plan rapes there.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Oh my god, dude, calm down.
Oh, fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I think this is personal for.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
That was not the line he just said.
It's alright, Glenn. I just thought, I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently I was wrong.
Popping in the leg.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs.
I'm tired of you, bitch!
Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!" That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah. What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
I mean, he's a fucking legend, at least. 20 beers for what, 7 people?
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Convince Titus.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker.
Oh, baby.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
That's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In modern days, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because you're a the Chimera is back! Curses! Because you work for the wrong people.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
Just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it.
Oh.
That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Turn to anger. Oh, what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked.
It's a crooks to keep
sorry.
crooking. I'm asleep. It's 4 a.m. KL. Period. Tease those jokes, please. Appreciate it, Confused Biscuit. Have a good one.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all
Jesus!
pointless. Because
Fuck
of
you!
you. You wasted my time. I
Damn!
told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
So you didn't kill him. He was already
He
dead.
nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death.
Thanks, Gail. As a crook, every Limbus stream I join in, I fire off a few emotes. Very good. Very funny.
Another nod.
Good shit.
Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Class J came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know?
Don't
Not
do
in
with the
a
gun,
fun
always
way.
get some loving. Don't miss your roles, and except you and Claire miss everything.
It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
What happened
We went
then?
upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched
They'd
the
been
window,
fucking?
and the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The Eighth Arty?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
If Claudia didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we
They
talking
can't
about?
show up on police radar kind. There are people after her from the old world, where she came from.
Who are they?
They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who cooked the milk, killed the mug then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere.
What are you
so
thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
Any ideas about his past?
I
too?
do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls you asked for. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
Who is she, this other girl? Do I know her?
You're not gonna be on a first-name basis with this person.
Where is she?
You're not getting to her. This person is affiliated with the Hardy Boys. It's
She's affiliated
Klausya
with the
you
Hardy?
want to talk to.
So she's like a Hardy girl?
I wouldn't go that far. She's just a woman who's sometimes in our company, who sympathizes with Klausya. Let's leave it at that.
You know, actually, some of the guys have been talking, and,
No. My answer is no, Glenn. We're Hardy Boys, and that's how it's gonna stay.
That's mean. Sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
We did
The
it!
lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Thanks for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
Still, after all this headache,
You would still prefer it if we didn't take her away?
that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
caustic echo.
Oh, shit!
Splat. Splatity splat, Harry. You know what that means? It means the shit has fallen off the stick, and it's bad again. You lost something, and it's not your gun. It's not your badge. It's not your uniform. You can find all of those things. No, the charred echo was left by the one thing you will never find again. Not even if you dive into the sea in search of it. It's the love of your life, Harry. The scent is everywhere. The sound is in...
Holy shit! We're rich! Honestly, as much as I didn't want, I got like, in my opinion, I kind of didn't want Harry to like think about that and just like move on with his life. But I mean, 3 levels.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
You sent us on a runaround.
I know. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. For all of this, for wasting your time.
Shut up, drama.
This is good.
Oh, your rhetoric.
Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
Why
Don't you dare fucking interrupt Volition again! Rhetoric, I swear to God, I'll kill you! God
Because of
damn!
the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them.
Fuck
They
you,
were only
Red.
trying to
Fuck
help
you,
me.
Rhetoric. Jesus, don't you
Oh,
dare
shit,
interrupt
I've got it
Volition!
too.
My motherfucking goat!
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
No, she's been through so much shit. We are... The Hardy Boys are not the law. We are.
I know that. But the people around here, they don't see it that way. And if I am to stay here, I need to get along with them.
That's good. That's not a good enough reason, actually.
You're right. There's more. You
More?
answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
What's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with this?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
Why call the cops if you were hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Yeah, we all hate Kuna.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud.
Yeah, we all hate Kuna.
So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Now I'm suddenly doubting it.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
Shut the fuck up! God damn it! Stop hating on Volition, my goat! What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together. and says it.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
Better not to mention it. Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There.
He
He
died
only
for
had his
love
boots on.
because he was
I bit the
fucking...
pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
We're going to need more details.
She looks down with a wince. Her cigarette has singed her fingers. She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
This doesn't fit with the testimony of Titus Hardy. He said she was higher than usual.
Titus said you looked high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
Clear my head is very unfortunate wording.
No.
But did you do that?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs.
I'm like her, he did end up with a clear head. That's exactly
Run,
man,
woman.
his
Run
fucking
past them
hell.
and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Say nothing. Oh, yeah, no, why didn't you run away
I
from
already
me?
ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people.
What did
This
you
is
do
as
to have
far as
these
it gets.
people after
It's
you?
not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Orania.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
Oh, fuck.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know.
Silent sympathy.
But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papalolo! That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself
It
into.
is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
She says it quickly, like she's said it 100 times, out of guilt.
Or a fake guilt. I don't trust her because the people in my head trust her, and I trust rhetoric more than volition more than anything. What's bad? How do you live with yourself, bro? Let's get back to what happened here, okay?
The young woman looks at her cigarette with melancholy. It's almost gone.
The people after you have killed them?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or
a bit
be
of a
seen
bad
with
job,
anyone.
But I mean, I just kill you.
So they wouldn't be hurt.
Bang.
I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought the Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Let's go on. What's then?
Well,
what then?
Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told.
Ruby probably made the call.
She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood...
The fuck, visual calculus? Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Where is Ruby?
I don't know. I haven't seen her.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Did you kill Lily? No. I mean...
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
Volition?
It could have been a
shit, fuck
desire
you!
murder. Maybe an act of jealousy.
Downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed him.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
It's okay if you did in self-defense.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
What? Huh? Rhetoric didn't chime in. I trust this.
Like what?
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have a look at that window. Reconstruct the scene. It's right here. So near.
In a bedroom inside?
Yes. You see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Think we're done here for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Wake up!
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and willow-wisps.
Dawn drama. Dawn is a signifier as nobility.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
Devil woman. I think you didn't make that call to this station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Everyone could know the number, then that someone coughed. It means nothing.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers. But I am now.
Your real name is Elysium
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name. Not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good. You could tell me the
I
truth.
log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Tell me your real
It's
name.
Katarzyna Lazie.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism.
Hold on. Katarzyna Elazie is not an RG's name, is it? Mundi. It's not even Mundi, it's Grad.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Elazie is my father's name.
Alright, I'll keep calling you Claudia.
That's cool.
She doesn't feel like a Clausia. She feels like nothing.
Was the passport bullshit too? The passport you kept
No.
keeping?
It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where's this buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
We have to check this buoy.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a Bergen sewage pipe. It's Katarzyna La...
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Hugo Grad in origin.
I'll just call you Miss
not
Orange
Occidental
Disco.
You can call me whatever you want.
Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Kim, why have we not arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Devil woman.
What?
What if I told you you're not under arrest?
Clausia. It was my first real boyfriend who gave me that name. He never recovered from the shit we went through. Because of me. He was a writer. He made Oranizlet. And I destroyed him. I know I'm shit. I know. But I haven't done anything. At least nothing illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation. She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Ooh, she's done industrial espionage. Failed to aid a police officer. You wasted our time in a time-critical
The
investigation.
lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no. I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
What do you know?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
And how could she have killed him?
She could have had access to the roof. You've noticed that door there, right? Maybe it leads downstairs. She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Why do you think it was
She
her?
has this thing for me, ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
What is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
It would make sense, though. I think that Claudia being the culprit is too simple. It doesn't feel right. It would make sense because she was describing what she did after he was shot. And she went downstairs and Ruby immediately noticed that something was wrong. What if that wasn't because they were close? That's because Ruby fucking did it.
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Sounds like she was fixated on me.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
That's it for Ruby.
Okay. And what? Arrest the liar now. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful.
It's no longer a matter of if she... It straight up is just a matter of, does she deserve to die? If we arrest her, she dies. Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
I feel like we should take you in, just in case.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know.
Her hands starting to abyss, slowly crushing the cigarette she's still holding.
But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational...
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What do you deserve, then?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
What other option do I
You have the station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
I don't believe that for a
You
second.
do have the form.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromise.
Now hold on, Volition. Now hold on. I love you, I appreciate you, but Kim?
Definitely, sire.
What will he have changed in 2 months? Or 1 month?
Everything could change. This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Revachol.
There is desperation there, in that silence. A cornered animal looking for a way out.
Maybe Ravishol could be free. I could be tried in a free Ravishol. An independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
Oh, it's political choice. It's political choice. It's political choice. I still don't know a lot about this world. In my personal opinion, this has got nothing to do with anything. I do find it hard to believe.
Don't. The world can change. It has changed before.
That's not the answer she was hoping for. Thought that you were some kind of patriot or communard, did she? This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone stand on the throne of your mind.
I've made my choice.
She looks at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day. Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
Fuck. Can we all agree? Can we all agree, chat? Chat. I'm gonna talk to you about this. The fucking what? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, so there's 5. Wait, there's 6 on each of these, and then 4. The 25th. Wait, no, because this is the tie. The 26th voice in my head, chat. The 26th voice in my head. I'm gonna talk to you about this, and I'm gonna talk through my process, my thought process here. I don't think Station Call's gonna do anything. I don't think Station Call's gonna do anything because I don't think she'll show the fuck up. And I don't think she cares. She'll run away because she said she's run away for like the farthest she can. She's lying. I don't believe it. Yes, this is a place you can run away that is further than almost any, but there are more places in Revachol. Revachol's a massive place. She could easily hide away somewhere in Revachol and she'll have people to protect her. So I don't think that we write a Station Call. So it's between a... Well, we could. The only thing Station Calling does is it doesn't compromise her values as a police officer while still allowing her to be free. Now, the moral choice is, do we want her to die just for the crimes she's committed? I don't think anyone deserves to die, personally, ever. It's a pretty hardline fucking thing that I'm thinking. But I'm not sentencing her to death. I'm sentencing... And also, Kim would have to transport her. Fuck. I think we write the Station Call. It doesn't compromise her values as a police officer. There's a 1% chance she actually goes to the station. It's something that Kim was actually... This is a quote. You can't run away from choices anymore. I think we do the Station Call. Upholds our values. We don't lose Kim. Kim agreed with it, and I think that she doesn't deserve to die. Maybe if her Revachol changes or something like that, she could be tried.
I won't.
This may have been a grave mistake, sire. Maybe, maybe not. Mercy is rarely a complete mistake.
I promise I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation, and I will be at Station 41 in 6 weeks. I promise.
Yeah, I did the same in day 2 of my 3 playthroughs. Pro is compromised. He's compromised. Talk about you and Ruby again.
She nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Never mind.
Okay.
Because I don't think she did it. That's also a big thing. Does she deserve to go to jail for espionage? She's done some pretty horrible things. She did also include, like, getting in the way of the police investigation, but I also think Drama is being a bit of a drama head. And I think that Volition right here is the right one. It's not going to be a complete mistake. Volition wanted us to arrest them and thought that Kim was compromised, but I don't think he was.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Insane.
Nothing happens.
Oh my god, it was one off! What?
Above the planetary body, colorless, merging into one another.
Oh, mother of fuck, man! What? I was a one-off! You saw that shit, Chad. You saw that shit.
The sky is low and cold. You hear the distant murmur of motor connections somewhere south of here. That is all.
You suck ass at gambling. Yeah.
So, officer.
Let's return to this later.
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
Looks like love did him in after all.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Say nothing. Let her answer.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Why?
Easier that way.
Was it real?
I don't know.
And yeah, I knew that Inland Empire wasn't
What's
fucking
this?
compromised because he's goaded.
We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
Real? This is because I keep on saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
What is the Kingdom
It
of
is
Conscience?
not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about that circumstances?
Incrementally. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real,
What is the Kingdom of
lasting change
Consciousness
can only come about gradually.
actually like?
Increment by increment. The kingdom is difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
But I don't understand what it actually means. Post-capitalist, post-national, post-industrial, post-ideological, post-sexual. It's gone past all those things. Is the moderate route, yeah. I mean, often,
Slow
yeah.
down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Let's get there. Eventually.
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol.
I am the moderate, right?
When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Why would you censor that? God, me when I don't have radical opinions, man. -2 half-light. I'm fine with doing that. Heartache is powerful. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to the worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to an administrative region. The ideals of Dolarian humanism and themselves. How can they not? They are the ideals of the Coalition and the Moralist International. Those guys are signal blue. They're not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? Joy Pings. These motherfuckers! Oh yes, the window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
What happened here?
The golden light melts away
Ooh,
into the
1 in
blue,
6.
glassy darkness of your mind.
Yo!
In it are 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position
Like
are
the
they in?
witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Have a look at point A, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
I'm what, 80% sure that the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with a weapon that fires jacketed ammunition, likely a rifle. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them 1 shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? A close-up.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could have been an origin point further away.
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
You would need a map for that. A map of Martinez.
There's a map on sale bookstore.
You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof?
Yes.
There was a map in the bookstore. We should come back with it. Compare the landscape to the radius of the shot.
Respect the ghost.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will.
Blink. Alright. main quests that we have left. I mean, I want to get Titus Ruby's. Some from Monday too. Ah yes, Kim's shortwave. Need to run the number.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you run a serial number from a pair of armored boots for me?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
Fair weather, yeah, that.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service. The crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPI.
Just a second. Sylvie, yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
Do you know how... Nothing.
You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Done with the radio for now.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a...
I think Ruby called her. I just think Ruby called in. I think it makes sense. Ask Kuno. Oh, really? This motherfucker.
Fuck does Kuno care?
The body again with you, Kuno.
The fuck about it?
There are constant... No. Where's the rest of his
Kuno
armor?
doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant?
Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean the troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
You mean Manana?
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
You're telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno...
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Contusions.
What are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Do you want to make... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're stupid.
Get the fuck out of here calling Kuno stupid. Pigs come to Kuno for guidance, then say he's stupid.
They're lost without you, Kuno. They need you. You're in control of this.
Why don't you figure your shit out yourself before you come to Detective Kuno for help?
Maybe we should.
Got told by a 12-year-old. Here's a tip for the future. If you want to win an argument, wait.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost.
doesn't fucking care. I don't give a shit, Kuno. I don't care. I'm a Jolly Mesk. Who? Who's that? Oh, wait. The guy with the boots. This motherfucker.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Kuno's literally the best character, but okay, bruh. Money.
Start with a little compliment. Then
Hey, you
work your
seem
way
like a
up
really
from
successful
there.
opportunity.
This is about business.
Would you like to
remember.
support a member of the local police force?
Okay.
Think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
A highly experimental human being. Good relations with the RCM.
I hear you, officer. What kind of a sum are we talking?
10 real.
Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull. A kid watching out of a window describing things going by. He doesn't like it too much, but what do you do?
Man, where are you
Me?
from?
It's a boring story, officer.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Let's get back to
Very
business.
cool.
What kind of stuff are
Only
you
the
selling
coolest
here?
goods in Reva. Anything for...
But the guy with the boots, wasn't he?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Yeah, I love Kuno as a character. As a person, I want to punch him. Is he not the guy with the boots? I thought he was. He must have been. I'll figure that out in a second. I am going to end it off here. Stare into the distance with me. Thank you, Kim. Just do a quickly save. If you enjoyed, feel free to follow. If you didn't, that's no scratch off my back. Let's see if there's anyone who I want to raid. Ow. I'm gonna raid Scorp, so join the raid. Otherwise, Revachol is real. Revachol becomes real if you don't join the raid. It becomes real and it starts. It starts attacking people. The whole ass city. The whole ass city will start attacking people, killing people. So, yeah, don't do that. Have a great day and adios.